Look at your org chart for a second. Boxes, lines, departments, divisions, reporting structures that make sense on paper. Now think about the last time a community member actually needed help, really needed it. Did their need stay inside one box? It didn't. It never does. Here's the truth you're sitting with today. When it comes to the care of the people you serve, there are no walls. Excellent public health outcomes were never just about you, your leadership, your staff. They depend on a whole network, clinical providers, community organizations, other departments, other jurisdictions, the people showing up at the table who don't report to any of you, to refine your processes and your culture so that services, information and protocols reach the entire community equitably. You have to work across those boxes, not just within them. This is collaboration, not as a nice to have. Collaboration is the actual mechanism of care. So today isn't about redrawing the org chart. It's about noticing and building on the collaboration that's already working so you can do more of it on purpose. That's the heart of appreciative inquiry. We don't start by diagnosing what's broken between departments. We start by discovering what's already strong and asking how we grow it. Here are 2 questions I want you to actually sit with, not just here. Maybe pause the video after each one. Question 1. Think of a time you experienced real, successful collaboration across department lines. A moment where the boxes on the chart stopped mattering and the work just moved. Tell yourself that story. Really tell it. Then ask, why does the story stand out to you? What made it work? What did other people do that exemplified collaboration and teamwork? What was your contribution? What organizational factors made this experience so positive? Think about the leadership qualities in the room, the values at play, the resources, the systems, the skills, the attitudes, the relationships that were already there. Notice that none of those questions ask what went wrong last time. They ask what was already right. That's deliberate. When we go looking for the positive core of how collaboration happens here, we find the blueprint for how to make it happen again, on purpose, at scale. Question 2. Is there another unit or group, not your own, that you can consistently count on for excellent work? A team you genuinely look forward to working with when the need arises? If you were going to recognize and celebrate that group for their collaborative work, what would you actually say about them? And here's the harder question. Have you told them that recently? If not, why not? Sometimes the biggest barrier between boxes on an organizational chart isn't progress. It's that we've never said out loud to the people doing the work that we see them and we're grateful for how they show up for the community we all serve. These 2 questions aren't just reflection exercises. They're diagnostic in the best sense. They surface the conditions your organization already has for cross-boundary collaboration, so you can be intentional about building more of them. That's exactly what our Change Strength Index is designed to do. 5 domains, and each one shows up somewhere in the story you just told yourself. Leadership, resilience and coherence, the steadiness and shared direction that let leaders across different boxes trust each other enough to move together, even under pressure. Strength and positive core, the what's already working you just named, the raw material every cross-department win is actually built from. Wellness and sustainability, whether the collaboration you described was a one-time sprint or something your people and partners can keep doing without burning out. Engagement and shared ownership, the difference between a team that was assigned to collaborate and a team that owned the outcome together, like the group you may not have thanked yet. System assets and change navigation capacity, the resources, relationships and know-how across your whole network, not just your department, that makes getting things done possible in the first place. When you take the index, you're not getting a list of what's wrong across your departments. You're getting a strength-based map of where your organization's collaborative capacity already lives and where a little intentional attention will make it travel further across every box on that chart. So here's what I'll leave you with. The next time you feel the friction of working across departments, across agencies, across a network you don't control, don't start with the walls. Start with a story of the time it worked. Start with a team you'd celebrate but haven't yet. Start with what's already strong. That's how equitable, effective care actually reaches every member of your community. Not through a redrawn chart, but through leaders who keep discovering and building on the collaboration that's already there. If this resonated, take the Change Strength Index, the links below, and let's keep discovering what's possible together. I'm Stephen Reed. This is Spaciousness Works. See you next time.